space. Can you guys listen to me? यस्तो त नसुनिरह रे कि केही पनि. We are in certain stage of life right now, everybody is, somebody is going through their 20s, कोही 15, कोही 10, कोही 20, कोही 25, कोही 30, 40, 50, 60, 60, 70, 80, 90, whatever, The interesting thing is, if everybody is going through something, that is, let's say, a challenge they are fighting, the battle they are fighting within. I don't know what you guys are fighting, like you guys, I'm also fighting something. Career, life, this, that, blah, blah, other things. Maybe not what you are fighting. I might not exactly be doing the same thing, but in many other ways. And it doesn't matter in which part of the globe you are from. You might be from my own country, Nepal. Maybe someone who has moved abroad for a better life. Somebody who is just thinking of going abroad, whatever, thinking of taking the next step, wherever it is. Maybe some of you are in the mountains, some of you are in somewhere else, in different location, in different city, with some pain, challenges, or something that is not well settled within you. So am I as well, in somewhere, in the same globe. And like many of you, I'm also a certain age that we all go through, right? But I have my own, different paths of this financial freedom, or like the dream that everybody looks like this, like the same way I have my own. But there is also a difference that I always find myself in. Like, I think I'm the only one rare, not in good qualities, but not in rare in sense of not being able to feel anywhere. Not in any place, not in any situation. There are certain things that makes me bored easily. There are certain things that interest me, but that is not of interest of many others. So like that, what if the point of life was to be unique? That you don't have to fill in any shoes, but the thinking and the reality is different. The way things move around, the way people move around is different. And as easily as you might say, it is just move on with yourself. But when you don't want to move on just by yourself, but want to grow stronger with whatever there is around, because that's what give you love. That's what give you, strength. Of course, you have that choice. You can do whatever you like, go on with life, different place, and just be with yourself. That is also not the case with me. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying right now. But if that is the case, so that proves my theory. I like to write. I write a lot, but it has been past few weeks that I haven't written anything. So I'm in a beautiful place right now. This place is huge. This building is. The place is really beautiful. So I wanted to I wanted to go somewhere that gives you some different energy. And I think it did give me energy. The wind is perfect. The trees are talking. The sun is shining as it should be. And people are moving around, walking, working, walking as well and working as well. Planes are flying, the ships are moving. The life is just happening everywhere. But here, I'm in a chair thinking about something different. Maybe not whatever these people are going through. They might be going through their own realities of life. I wonder what makes us strong. What gives you belief? What makes you think that you can do it? And what makes you focus on that thing? Like if you have a vision, you just walk on it, right? That's the goal. But what is that factor that makes so much difference that so many can never do it? Only few can achieve it. What is that within that it cannot be expressed in words? Like this is what I did and that's how I become so what I am today. Why it cannot be followed like us? Like if you're watching, if I put this somewhere and if you're watching, you are the same person like me, maybe in a different body. You have a similar mindset to be free financially, whatever your dream is, to achieve it, not to be this, locked, caged in something that whatever you are fighting. It doesn't matter what age you are. Even if you're 15, you might be going through something. If you might be 30, you might be 40, you might be 50, 60, you are going through something. You just don't tell the world. That doesn't mean the problem doesn't exist. I'm here. I never post, but I write. I have this interest in what is the point of understanding? What is the point of becoming something? What is the point of me writing this? It is just a habit for me. I haven't even focused if I want to be a writer. But part of me wants to be, but not fully that, maybe some part of me is lost in the other things. Like if I might find something way better so that I don't have to work on this, but I would love to work on this kind of thing. There is a constant battle. How do you overcome these kind of things? How do you make yourself so strong that whatever has happened yesterday, the things that you have done, the mistakes that you have made, the promises you said you will fulfill, but you always lacked, and you had that constant guilt that you wanted to do that thing, but you could never do it because you always procrastinated a lot. You always put that thing aside, no matter what it was, and no matter how you felt. You had a lot of time. You promised some things to do, but you didn't do it because it's just there. You don't have that energy to focus on that thing. But anyway, it has to come back. It does come back because that's the rule of the system. That whatever you left behind will come back and it will haunt you when the time is near. Like your if you are in a university, like your assignments. If you are in school, like your homeworks, like your deadlines. If you are working somewhere, you have that project to fulfill. In certain time, you have anywhere, even in family relationships, any other relationships, just in general life. And you had this experience so while ago, yet you don't understand that every time it comes back, and every time you let it slip, even though your mind knows, your body knows, as you consciously know that you have to do it, and you consciously just leave it aside, which I have done too. I'm just talking to myself through you, the person that is watching right now. Not right now, but later, whenever you are watching, that is right now. So I don't know where you are, what you are, but you have a mind, you have a soul. You go through something. You might be a woman, you might be something else. You have a same feeling that what my body has, what the other people who have passed away had, how this system works, everything. Maybe you have found something that I don't know. Maybe this is something that you never thought of in in a different perspective. That it is okay to share, okay to let your thoughts out. I've been doing this for a couple of years now. I don't mind talking to to a camera, or like if there are people around. But I had this case within me that stopped me from doing everything like these kind of things. I don't know what it was. I think it was not fear. It was just lack of my discipline. That I always knew, like I'm not as smart as others are, but like a smart vision that I know I can do it. That's why I keep it aside. But I know I can do it, but I don't want to do it right now, kind of things. And it took me some time. It is still taking me time, and that's why I write these kind of things. I'm talking to myself always. Like even right now, it's kind of a busy place. People are walking around. I don't really mind. I don't have that fear what they are thinking, what it looks awkward and all. I don't really feel that way. I even know my purpose, but yet I have this interest in why it takes only few to understand the same similar thing that everybody is going through. Only the situation you are put in is different. The family is different. Your the situation is different. Your money is different. That's it. The way you think, the people you hang around are all similar. There is no hierarchy. It's just when you go back to the same situation, then you find the the hierarchy and all, because you are put in different situations. But outside it all, your vision, the age, people around you are not as rich or poor as you are, but they have different mindsets, right? And nobody wants to understand that being poor also can dream, being rich also can dream of being happy, then just be cased by money and everything that has to do with money. Because money is power, and power sometimes corrupts us, no matter what kind of person you are. I don't know if this is the first time that I have made a video and I'm talking about so many things mismatched. But I'm glad that I'm making a video. Because if you are one of my boys watching this till the end, then you know I talk only these kind of things often. Yet I have not organized anything in a system. Like I don't have any contents in what basis I have to make what, but it feels good to have a courage to talk in front of camera. I used to talk by myself, but right today is different. There are people walking around. These are not the people I know. These are some strangers, But I don't have any fear that somebody is looking at me. What shall I do? I don't have that, and that is a good thing. Every day you grow up, you learn something, and the challenge is whether you can adapt that thing. The challenge is how much you can do it for yourself, rather than just learning in your mind and thinking that you can do it. What if that what you learn you can use it, and that's how you earn your financial freedom? Because you know there is one way: the work, do a job for 9 to 5, and just earn money. That you know that, right? That is the only thing that you can do. If you know that there is another thing that you can use, and that is your skill, your talent, something of your hobby, just you don't have to not fear doing it. Whenever you do, however you do it with love, and that starts to give you more than what you have thought you will ever earn. And with that, it starts to make your mind clear that, oh, there is a path that I can walk on. And without being forced to walk on something, like mentally there is a deadline, you can walk freely because that is something that you love. I don't know what you like. Maybe somebody loves to do art, somebody loves to write, somebody wants to do music, somebody wants to do basketball, somebody wants to make videos. I don't know, whatever you like. I like to write and I like to make content, something of education, something of learning something that I can just pass it around to the next generation rather than just to content. And I'm not a good English speaker as well. So I'm learning this. I make so many mistakes. I speak so fast that my words are not easy to understand. I have listened myself behind the camera. And as a listener, I know it. So that these are the things that I have to improve. But I don't mind starting with nothing. So I think starting with a flaw, starting with the mistakes. Mistakes are what we learn, right? Yes, mistakes are what makes us what we are. You cannot hide from the mistakes. You cannot hide from your past. You just have to grow outside the past. And everything is always like that. You always have to grow. You always have to make the outer boundary. But the thing is always there. The past is always there. The pain is always there. The things that you have been through is always there. It will never grow. You can never ask anyone to remove it. Nobody can do it because nobody knows the way to heal such thing, to erase such things. But you yourself, you know everything because you know what you have been through, what your dream is. My pant is, I think it's soaking because it is kind of wet. It was raining in the morning today. So if you have a dream, if you have a vision, if you have something in your chest that you want to do and you know it, you can do it, and don't wait for anything else. Start with yourself. Look in the mirror, talk to yourself and say you can do it. There is nothing that can stop you. It doesn't matter how many people have pulled your leg and said you cannot do it, you are nothing. It doesn't matter. They are talking about themselves because they don't know the reality outside but their own self, and they are projecting themselves in front of others. But we take it personally. We take it as they are talking about ourselves, that how do they know about the things that we are going within. No, nobody knows. Whenever someone is giving you a poison, just know that that is the poison that is building within them. It is not within you. You have a antidote. You are building a medicine that can cure such disease. So nobody can give you poison when you are too pure. I have known this from a couple of years, but I couldn't, I couldn't gather myself to do these kind of things for 20 minutes now, 25 minutes. But I'm doing it. That is what my mind is developing. That my mind is doing constantly, 24/7. Of course, I meet people. Of course, I hang around with everybody. But whenever I'm with myself, of course, I have given myself too many poisons. I have procrastinated so many times, but I've always had this guilt. But right now, for this past 25 minutes, I don't have any guilt. I'm just talking freely and I feel so good. As if this particular moment was for me. It doesn't matter. The world doesn't have to know. The world knows only the past. After I post this video, that is already a past for me. I will be somewhere else in my house. And whenever you are watching, that will be now because you are watching at that moment. And as you swipe away, the videos goes. And I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if this is being recorded. My voice is being recorded or not because I'm using my earphones. I don't have a speaker today, but I don't know if this is working or not. But I hope It is working. So with that, I welcome you to a journey that I wanted to start. I thought I wanted to start a while ago, but I guess this is the beginning. And if this is being recorded, I will post everything without editing anything, so that you know, if this becomes something, this is how it was started. Because the journey matters. Because I'm not a person from a strong background, or like having too much financial freedom from my parents, or if my even my family is not that financially strong, in a sense, if you look at the today's surrounding. So I'm raw. I'm from those place where, like what Tupac said, I'm from the concrete. The flower is being rising. I'm the seed that is being planted in the desert. Then I will show you how to rise. Your mind can achieve anything if you put your mind into it. You just have to focus. You just have to just don't think of anything else, like how you are in love with certain person. Every day you think of that person. Every day you want to spend time with that person, with that thing. Like you buy a new car, or like a new bike, or like new certain things. You think of that thing whole day. It is same thing with your thoughts. Whatever you want to focus on, just think. Do not pressure yourself to think. Just think. Enjoy life. Understand everything. Understand love. Understand hate. Understand God. Understand devil. Understand people. Understand other human beings around you. Take their energy. If they are going through something, give them good energy. Everything. I have nothing but love. So all I can give is love. So there is nothing hate. So whatever the other person takes, it's on them. But you can also learn from them. Whatever the energy give, if that is good, take it in. If not, just let it aside. Don't give any energy to them just because they are bad, or just other people think that they are bad. For you just let them free. Because to free yourself, you have to let other free. There is a saying called forgive yourself to forgive everything around. So always forgive yourself. If somebody doesn't trust you, forgive yourself that they don't trust. It's all right. Because they cannot fathom how much power you have, to forgive something. That is the greatest power you will ever have, being human. And it is hard to understand. I don't know. It is not hard, but people always say the things I always hear around it is so hard. It is not. It is so easy. To do what you are doing is hard. To fake, for me, that is hard. Just forgive. Once you forgive, it's done. It's forever done. But to continue to fake, every time to lie, every time to, no, I'm okay, I'm good, I'm happy, that is hard. Because you have to do it every time. And sometimes people look through you, and you feel it like, oh, now they know all the secrets. Like they know the pain now, or now they're gonna use it on me. No, just forgive yourself, then nobody can use that pain against you, because you are free of that pain. You don't use that pain as like a nuclear bomb. You are an antidote. You are peace. You are the opposite. So the opposite cannot hurt the opposite. It has to be similar to hurt something similar. Thank you for, if whoever came through all this, thank you for the time you had. I hope you had something for yourself to take. And I hope today this the same place that people curse is the same place that I am getting the blessing. So this is a good thing. Look how beautiful it looks, isn't it? And if you have peace within, everything will always inspire you. If you are a student struggling somewhere, if you have a parent struggling with a relationship, you are someone who is not married and you are constantly being forced by your family, friends, or like constantly being asked some things that you are not comfortable with. First, learn yourself for to have that peace, to settle with those questions. Don't argue with yourself when you are talking. Just let it breathe. Stand in peace for a while. Just take your time. Easy. Don't be frustrated with life. Don't be frustrated with yourself. If if you are not loving yourself, how can you love something else? It is a simple question, right? But just try to understand how simply strong that point is. Life is meant to be simple. If you meant to love someone, you are meant to love someone. If you hate certain things, you just hate it. You just don't play with it. You just don't play with somebody's emotion and blame your anger on them, because you cannot blame others for how you felt. It is you how you felt. It is me how I felt about certain things. It is me if I'm not focusing on my career, right? So I cannot blame on the situation what I'm in right now. It has nothing to do. It has something to do with it, but the mind doesn't feel the situation. Look at me today. I'm making a video while people are walking here past me. I was supposed to be scared if I was like you, like what I was yesterday. The person that I was last year, I don't think I will be able to make this long video here. So I cannot blame on anything but myself. But this is me, myself, that will take me to the future me, where I am financially free, where I'm free of everything. I'm free of mind, I'm free of love, I'm free of everything. I can love freely. I can do whatever I want. I have no judgment, I have no anger, I have nothing that of negativity that I can give it to others. Because like I just said, I have nothing but love. And this kind of energy is God. If you don't believe if God exists or not, it is fine. Because let's say it doesn't exist as like physically, but this emotion or like this energy itself is the presence of God. Because God, if you are not fully present, you can never achieve certain flow of the alignment or like the frequency. Because bad energies don't have such frequencies to catch. So you're always frustrated. Frustration is not God. Frustration is not light. Frustration is not like happiness. If you act loving someone and if you are frustrated in personal life, then you are not happy. You are not aligned with certain frequency. You don't have to believe in God. I do believe in God. I do believe in energy. I do believe in what you think that will happen. What I talk is what is happening. That's why from past 30 minutes, I'm talking something of, something of positivity even for me. It doesn't have to do nothing with you. You are living your own life. I'm nobody. If this goes on the internet and if you look from a farther world, like Australia, Switzerland, any continents, because I'm from Nepal, I'm living in Japan right now. If you are somebody looking for Africa, I might never go to Africa, but somehow I reached you. That means physically I might never reach you, but my words, my energy is reaching you right now through this video. That is the presence of God. Because it brings you certain energy that is not of negativity. That is something, light. It feels, oh, this is soothing. Like you are in this nature, you are in this fresh air. Like you are feeling this energy. It gives you peace. It gives you like this sense of healing within. And that makes a difference. And I hope you get there, whatever you are trying to get. and this video helps you in a certain way. If you are my friends, if you are someone that who knows me, this is what I am. Because I don't talk to many people. I haven't talked to the world in a decade. If you are my family, if you are somebody that relates to me, I'm sorry in any way that if you have felt something. I was going through a phase. Maybe I was meant to be. I was meant to go through. Even to my family, I'm a stranger in a way, and that is the truth. So if you're my sister, if you're my mother and father, and anybody else that knows me, I'm sorry for the energy that might have gave you, even to the brothers that I grew up with. I have nothing but respect for you guys because without you I could not have been me, but I could not express in words because I was never in touch with anybody. I don't know. That's how my mind grew up with. So, but it's all right. I'm being me. I'm getting my senses, back to life, way stronger than what they were past these 20 years ago. And further on, I will be growing up more. I don't know if I might post too many videos or not, but in my personal life, I will grow more than what a normal mind will go through. I have to overcome that mountain of myself. So thank you for watching. I don't know if I'm saying thank you for watching as if I'm making a content, but that is not the case. But anyway, if I put this on the internet, and if you are somebody that even as a stranger, if you watch this, thank you for watching. And sometimes I like to call myself I'm the wind that knows all the secrets. So if you are someone that is going through something like thoughts like this, congratulations, you are in a different world. Your mind is catching up to different things, and it is hard sometimes, and it is okay to not to be okay, and take it easy, because the point of life is pain. It never ends, but the challenge is how much peace can you gather for yourself. And if you understand that, and if you're fighting some battles within, if you're fighting for your life, fighting for peace within, this is the good fight that you are fighting. And it will lead you not just financially free, but free of everything. Freedom of thought, freedom of how to live life, freedom of how to love, freedom of to choose. Freedom to choose. That is the biggest freedom you will get, and you're getting there. Until I make a next video, until I post, I have other couple of videos as well. Until I post, thank you. And let there be light in you as well. Oh, nice thing. Perfect time. Even the sun is blessing me. Bye-bye.